Let's learn queen versus rook pawn on 7th rank. Hi everyone. So look here. In this position, queen versus 7th rank pawn or 2nd rank pawn. This is rook pawn. So rook pawn is a draw. Rook pawn is a draw. Normally, queen pawn, king pawn or knight pawn, it's going to be win for white. So wherever the king, it's going to be win for white. But a rook pawn, it's a draw. Only in one case, only in a case where the king is inside the winning zone, or when the king is near to the pawn, then white can win the game. So I will show you what is the winning zone for white to win the game. So actually in this position, it's going to be a draw, because if you give check, the king will go to a1. Now the pawn is blocked. So if you bring the king, it's a stalemate. There is no move to king, so it's a stalemate. So if king a1, if you play any other check like queen f1, then again king b2. If you play queen e2 check, then king b1, but not a1. Don't play this. Here, play king b1, queen d1, king b2, queen d2, king b1. I already told you don't play this. If you play king a1, queen c1 checkmate. Be careful. So play king b1. Okay. Okay. So after king b1, if your opponent plays queen b4 check, then play king a1. You could play king c1 also. That's not a problem. Queen a3 check and king b1, queen b3 check, king a1. It's going to be a draw. So queen versus rook pawn, it's a draw, but only when the king is inside the zone. I will show you the zone. When the king is inside the winning zone, then only you can win the game. So what is the winning zone? The winning zone is if the white king is inside of a5, b5, c5, d5, e4, e3, e2, e1. If the king is inside of this winning zone, and white can win the game, you can win the game easily. For example, let's see. Now the white king is over, e4, which is it's winning zone only, right? a5, b5, c5, d5, e4, e3, e2, e1. So if the king is inside of this zone, then it is winning for white. It is winning for white. Yes. Let's see how white can win the game. You can play queen b5 check. If king c2, again we can give check. If king a1, so how can we bring the king? It's going to be a draw. Don't bring the king. Queen a4, queen a4. Now black will play king b1, play queen b3, or else you can play king d2 also. King d3 is better, simple. King d3. What is this? It's going to be queen. If black gets queen, queen c2, checkmate. So this is the logic. So if the king is inside the zone, if the king is inside of this zone, you can win the game easily. If the king is outside of this zone, then it will be draw. It will be stalemate. So I think you are aware of this. I will show one more example. Now the black king is here. Sorry, white king is here. The white pawn is going to be queen in one move. Black king is somewhere here, and the black queen is here. Black to play. So look here, black to play. I flip the board. Black to play. Black is going to checkmate the white king, because black king is inside the winning zone. How? You can see the pawn is over a7. The pawn is over a7. So just count the 3 squares. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, make a big square. right? You can see clearly the king is inside the winning zone. The king is inside the big square. It's not a square, sorry. The king is, I thought it's a pawn ending. I'm sorry. The king is inside the winning zone. So if the king is inside of this zone, it's clear win for white. No, black. Black is having queen. Let's see how black will win the game. You can play queen f4 check, then king b7. Now you check, queen f7 check. King has to play b8. Now play king b6. Simple. If white gone for queen, you can play queen c7 checkmate. It's easy. If white gone for knight, do you want to do checkmate? It would be illegal. See, if white gone for a knight, it's a check, and it is simple winning for white, black. King c6. Then white is in zone. If white plays king c1, c8, you can play queen f8 checkmate. If white plays knight c7, you can capture with the queen. If white plays knight b6, you can capture with the queen. It's winning. Yeah. I will give one more example on this. Try to solve. The king is here. Sorry, the black king is here. And the white queen and white king is here, white queen is here. Yeah, white to play. Generally, the king is not inside of the winning zone, right? I'll flip the board. Yeah, the pawn is going to be queen in one move, this side. Generally, the king is not inside the winning zone. So this is the winning zone actually, right? So king is outside of the, white king is outside of the winning zone. But still, in this position, it is winning for white. Because white can reach the winning zone with a tempo. Say, look here, king b6. If you play king a6, stalemate. So king b6. See how logically king is reaching the a5 square. King b2, black has to play king b2. Then king a5, king reached the winning zone, and also the king is in check. If king plays a1, again you follow the same method by playing king b4, and you can reach the a3 square. So black plays king c2. Now what you have to do? Yeah, king is inside the white king is inside the zone, inside the winning zone. This is the winning zone for the rook pawn. The king has to be in this zone. How can you win the game? It's easy. Same, you check, queen g2 check. You have to control the second rank. If king plays b1, here king has to play b1. If king reaches b3, you can try to occupy the a1 by playing queen f1. Okay. If king plays b1, bring the king to b4. Then black will go for pawn promotion. Queen. What you have to do? Easy. King b. The threat is queen c2 checkmate. And black can't stop that. If black plays any move like this, we can do checkmate over c2. Sorry, it's not checkmate, and it's a check. King has to play a1, and you can play queen a2 checkmate. Or you could play queen f1 also. Queen f1, then queen d1 is the only move. Queen takes queen, it's a mate. It's quite simple. And in previous lesson, we have seen that how to checkmate, how to win the game if black has a pawn on 7th rank, which is on king, which is on king pawn or queen pawn, or also knight pawn. It is that's the same method, but here it's a rook pawn. Rook pawn is a little bit different. The king has to be inside the zone, inside the winning zone. If the king is outside of the zone, it would be draw. If the king is inside of the zone, it is win. Yeah, thank you for